At the early stage, the soil system was formed with the help of bacteria that help break down the rock into small particles over a long period of time. Layer by layer, the soil carries more nutrient, bacteria and fungal system comes along, collaborate to form mycorrhiza, create a network that expands the root system, connecting plants. The symbiotic combinations of algae existing in the wetland and fungus create an entirely new species, lichen. Lichen converts surfaces they latch on into a more habitable environment by releasing minerals and generating early ingredients for future soil system. The thriving wetland invites species to arrive and call here home. Water comes from the upstream, running quietly underground. The fungal root system and bacteria also filter out harmful chemicals from the water streams following from the river underground, making the wetland clearer, allowing a more inhabitable and flourishing biodiversity. Our ambition is to create a refuge for reparations, to welcome new forms of life and species to call here their home. We heighten the desire for new interactions between humans and species where it is least expected. We put the modern city in this nature rather than putting nature in the city. We make kins with other species.
Bacteria and algae are the earliest and the most fermentive organisms on Earth. The mutually beneficial symbiotic relationship between bacteria and algae is usually based on the complementary metabolic function of both, mainly in the release and uptake of oxygen and metabolites. Algae produce oxygen through photosynthesis, while carbon dioxide produced by bacterial respiration can be used by algae for photosynthesis. A moss and lichen is an organism in a symbiotic relationship that forms only when the fungus and the algae coexist. Most plants have fungi living in their rhizome. These fungi and rhizome form structure called mycorrhiza, which resemble a web-like structure. Mycorrhiza enhance the host plant ability to absorb water and nutrients through its roots. In return, the plants share the sugar they produce through photosynthesis with their companion fungi. Mycorrhiza associations can link multiple plants through the same functional network. When plants produce more sugar than they need, they can share it through these interconnected rhizosphere fungal networks. Through this process, they will ensure that all plants in the community has access to the energy they need to support their own growth. Also, there are plants with deeper root systems that share the nitrogen-fixing plant that needs a lot of water for photosynthesis by constantly moving down and leaving water. In other words, this connection extends to area beyond a single host plant and its associated fungi. They form relationships that encompass the entire community and the network of plant fungal independency.
We arrived at Velvet Wetland at Trimwarren Temple. You can notice lichen appearance on the surface of decomposed boardwalk. Continually walking along the path, you can spot lichen on many surfaces in the wetland. The wetland is where you often see many species come here for food and to build homes. Algae live in water. It links to the root system of water plants, including spinning rush, water ribbon, and the pennywort. On the other hand, as fungal root helps filter out harmful chemicals, the water becomes cleaner, welcoming more water fish, insects, and frogs to swim and inhabit. Plants like water ribbon and soft rushes produce food while providing shelter for young animals. Swanton enjoy nipping the soft rushes roots while the Pacific black duck goes on a swim with their family. The cultivation benefited from various bacteria and the fungal system, provides a tremendous source of nutrients, linking between different varieties of trees, like Red River gum. These ultimately become home for other species, including Gala, Super Fairyworm, and little algae. Some of them travel from a far distance to flourishing and fertile land. The others are local, looking for a safe place to find food and to emerge in the true wetland again. In the end, the wetland creates a refuge for reparation, welcoming diverse species to coexist and strive.